Good morning. We have a beautiful start to a gorgeous day. But sadly, it will not be a Disney day. Let's talk. Good morning. It is July 1st. Can you believe it's a whole new month already? I feel like June flew by. May was just like blah. The months are going by so quickly. But you know what? Today is the day where we go ahead and take care of a problem that has been on our mind for quite a while and has been causing us a sweaty mess. Yeah, we're going over and take care of the AC. Well, at least I am, okay? So here's the deal. First of all, we gotta go over, take care of some things with the car, make sure that I get everything out of it that we need. Then we're gonna take the car over to the actual facility. Now, here's the thing. I have a choice. Do I spend $20 to $40 for an Uber to go 2 miles back to the house? Or do I walk it and record some of it and show you guys some of the area, like the old big lots and some cool stuff like that? Yeah, let's do that. Honestly, I don't feel like paying for an Uber. Really? It's only 2 miles. If I can't walk 2 miles back to the house, how would I ever survive at Disney World? Yeah. But anyway, I'm going to be getting ready to get going. And then, let's make it a good day. The sad part is that the next couple days are going to be some really mundane videos, but I'll see how to spice it up a little bit. We'll see what we can do. And eventually we're going to have to go to Publix to go ahead and buy something to eat for dinner. And you know what that means? My cheap butt, it's going to walk its way down that mile, half of a mile, over to Publix. Yeah, I am not going to go ahead and pay for an Uber as long as I have to. Now, obviously, if, let's just say I was having some kind of health issue, yes, I would rather pay for an Uber than an ambulance. $40 for the Uber, $2,000 for the ambulance. Yeah, I'll take the $40 Uber. But for now, let's go ahead. Let's get going. And no, Tiffany and Lily are not going to be coming with, because with Tiffany, with her back and everything, I'm not going to put her through that. And Lil, yeah, she doesn't need to walk the highway like that. Besides, it can be dangerous. And I am well aware of that. But guys, let's go ahead. Let's get going. Let's go have some fun. I love this adorable short girl. Alright guys, it is just about time for me to leave.
Yeah.
I'm going on my trek to the suburban jungle.
I hate the idea of you walking the road.
Sweetie, I'm not going to have my finger up and trying to get a ride.
Yeah, I know.
So don't worry.
Yeah, I am worried because too many people I know have died on that road because of walking.
Alright, short girl, I am getting ready to leave, okay? I'm going to go take the car over and see how to get the AC fixed, okay? That way you can actually have the windows up and cold air. Do you want that?
Yeah.
Alright, now you have a choice. You can either stay home and play on your iPads, or you can walk back with me for about 2 miles.
Stay home.
Brat. Okay. And Lo? Gotcha. Have fun, alright? Alright, let's go ahead. Let's clear out the car. And let's get the mailbox keys and stuff that we're going to need out of it. Alright, it is 8:49. It is 86 degrees. We've got 3/4 of a tank of gas. So they got plenty of gas. No check engine lights on. Let's go ahead. Let's get going. and let's get this repair done. Honestly, I don't know how long it's going to take because they said it would take about an hour for the diagnosis, which is fine. But then the actual repair job, I don't know. It could be a day. It could be 2 days. We'll see. Hopefully, it doesn't exceed 2 days, but we shall see. Let's get going. Now, amongst other things today, then I got to go ahead, also pay the rent. Tiffany was thinking about making Lily's classic meal, basically it's grounded up maple sausage with the vodka sauce and the pasta. It's kind of reminiscent of the Italian shell meal from Hamburger Helper, but it's so much better this way. And then we also throw some shells in there. So I think we could go ahead and do that. But for now, let's get over to the bank and let's get over and get this done. That Golf GTI takes me so back to the good old days. Man, my stepdad and my brother also had Golf GTIs like that. So cool color too.
Alright, we're gonna make up a coffee for the day. Got the car cleaned out. Well, the best it's gonna be. And I got a buttload of laundry to do again. The worst part is, after tearing apart everything that I had to in her room yesterday, I've got this junk here on the floor that I gotta do. And figure out these baskets full of stuff. So much fun. Coffee's done. First things first. Starbucks new oat milk horchata shaken espresso. And I'm telling you, this one is so good. It's got a light cinnamon taste to it. It's so good. I love it. I don't think I could ever go back. I hope they keep this one. this just ruined our plans for the 4th of July, and a lot of people that came down here for Disney's 4th of July. That's gonna bite. Okay. What do we do? Yes. She's drinking decaf coffee.
Just in my soul.
12. You did it. Still cannot figure out why the lights flicker. Every time that machine's turned on. If anybody has a clue, that'd be great.
Hey, I put her in that. No, tell me. Don't you want my pot? Sorry. I.
Beautiful bed's made. I added this to her shelf. It was actually out in the hallway earlier, so I just brought it back and a little Frankenstein cup. She loves it. And that picture, she absolutely loves that picture.
My favorite pop star.
Yeah. Favorite pop star? It is a pretty cool picture.
I died. I thought so he did.
You got the creamer of your choice? Alright, pick up the mug. Put it right there. Pour slowly, okay? Nope, that's sideways.
So yeah, basically here's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be walking up from down on that side, over across the street here, and then over that way, and that'll be our route basically. It's pretty short, pretty easy. Alright, Florida Auto Repairs, let's go ahead and do it. Alright, so interestingly enough, a family member of mine from the past, John, who was my stepdad way back in the day, he actually used to work here. And it's kind of a weird point in my life. Okay? And I still remember that bay right there on the far right is where he would work. So way back in the day, he used to work over here. And at that point, I did some stupid stuff back in school, not gonna lie. Like, I was trying to fit in, so I guess I was the geeky, nerdy kid. I wanted to try to break free from that. Because back then, being the geeky kid, being the nerdy kid, wasn't cool like it is now. Okay? There wasn't as much inclusion as there is now. So, I did a little alcohol, and I mixed it with Mountain Dew, brought it to school, and a couple of the other guys, they shared it with me. Well, we ended up getting caught, and as punishment, two things happened. One, I had to go to a little, how should I say, drinking thing where they go ahead and tell you that it's not good. But also, even worse, is that John actually made me work here for about a week or two to actually put in that this is wrong and you shouldn't be doing this. He had me sweeping floors, cleaning up oil, all kinds of stuff. But it taught me a lesson, and I learned not to do it. But let's go ahead, let's get going. Got Subway here, you got all kinds of stuff over here. And in fact, in this plaza here, we used to have a Big Lots before it closed. Let's go take a look. God, I still remember this freaking Big Lots. I actually worked for about 3 or 4 months or so. And what's funny is that I actually did truck duty. I did all kinds of work over here as well. Wow, that takes me back to the day stocking shelves, cleaning up at night. Take a look at this. Matthew's Hope Chest. Yeah, it's a boutique store. They do not take donations at this location. We sell wood pieces just as they are. When they handle the finishing yourself, we can prep the wood for you. For our finished pieces, we offer refinish and painting service. It's pretty cool. A lot has changed about the landscape of this area. That is for sure. Let's go and get over to Wawa, which is over there. And then let's go and get home to Tiff. The guy made it pretty well known to me also at the time that keep in mind that it is going to be more expensive because it's the newer R123 4YF. I was like, yeah, I know. And then he was telling me that the machine that he had to actually go ahead and buy to go ahead and do the repairs costs about $7,500. And then the canister of the actual Freon type stuff for the AC costs $3,000. Nearly 10 grand. That just blew my mind like that. I was like, wow. And they can't even lease the equipment. They have to buy it outright because so much can happen with it that the company doesn't want to assume the liability on the product. They want to pass that on to the service shop, I guess. But let's go ahead. Let's get going and go from there. It's amazing though, because I still remember sitting out here with a friend way back in the day, and we used to talk about what we wanted to accomplish, what we wanted to do, and my own times have changed. And just think, one of the most original still standing places on this corner here is Checkers. A restaurant that hasn't changed much over the years. Over the 30 some odd years I have lived in this area, it's the one place that has not changed much. McDonald's has been torn down and rebuilt. Burger King has. And then the Wawa was built. Alright, let's go ahead, let's go to Wawa and let's get a cold drink. Yeah, this freaking thing is actually good. The iced espresso from Wawa. I am pleasantly surprised. They actually have better coffee than Scooters. I didn't think that was possible. But yeah, let's go ahead, let's get going. Alright, let's go ahead and cross. Oh my god, Burger King has pancakes now. Wow, they're late to the party. Honestly, right now, this just reminds me of the song by REM, Everybody Hurts, where they're stopping traffic and can't go hardly, and just go with their inner thoughts. So across the street here, you see that Maryland fried chicken place right there on the left, next to Culver's? The city of Winter Garden was in such a rush to try to get them to leave. They forgot it's such a bad piece of land, and now nobody wants to buy it, and now the building's just decaying into nothing, and it looks worse than before. This is another place that takes me back to the good old days. Wow. So this here actually used to be Swinson's Auto Care Center. Yeah, another place that John actually worked, okay? And what's interesting about this one here is that it actually had great memories for me. It actually taught me responsibility. It taught me a lot of things, because that grass there, all the way back there, this grass here, And on Jiffy Lube side, and on that side over there, every Saturday, I would have to come up here and work and cut it. And I would make money by doing it from the owners, from Lenny and Sue. And it taught me a lot. But also, what was really cool too, is Lenny and Sue used to have all kinds of cool cars up here for sale. A Bricklin kit car at one point. All kinds of stuff. Really good friends of the past. Another cool part was that actually, at one point, they needed to go ahead and get their storage room entirely redone. So John actually had them convinced that I could go ahead and do that for them, and so I did. I went ahead and redid their entire organization system, got things reorganized, and that was really cool. Another job that I did in the past. And that, I want to say, was about when I was 13, 14 years old, I did all that. Yeah, I was cutting lawns for our businesses at 14 years old. Yeah, that was way before Tiffany. And in fact, I kept doing lawns at my own area, even when I was with her, to help pay for meals for us and all kinds of stuff. The things we did back then to get by. It wasn't always like this. Because just think, there was a time before social media when a teenager had to actually go out, cut lawns for their neighbor to make some money instead of picking up a camera, getting monetized on YouTube or social media, and making money that way. That was the old days of doing things. Can't do that really anymore. Too many HOA regulations. Alright, let's go ahead, let's get going. We do have one car that wants to go and turn. So to not hold up traffic, we are gonna rush. There we go. Yeah, and now we're basically home free. Alright, I thought this was pretty cool. Not the caterpillar, but how somebody actually left their footprints in the cement. That is pretty cool. Yeah, I still remember when this was all just an empty field with not even trees really. It was just empty, barren dirt land. And on the front, you actually had a couple of little mom and pop stores. And then later, all this was bulldozed. Okay? And flattened. And then they made the Publix Plaza here. Then they started building up front there. But yeah, originally, the bank up here was actually Washington Mutual back in the day. Before it became Chase. Times have definitely changed here as well. So another part of today's trek was actually kind of like an old time memory sake. So way back in the day, okay, we're talking like about a year after Lily was born too. We didn't have a car. We didn't have anything, okay? So to push it back a little bit further, my stepdad John didn't have enough insurance on the car, and when I had an accident, it actually suspended my license for a few years and his. Okay? On top of that, I also had a couple of speeding tickets that were eventually paid off. But anyway, then after, we had to basically walk for about 3-4 years the highway going from Publix back to the manufacturer home community and stuff, taking buses everywhere. That was the old days. So the ability to just walk like this is nothing for me really. Granted, I was a lot younger. I was in my 20s at that point. But still, at least I can still do it. I could still say at 40, I can walk the road still, like I used to. Is it something I enjoy? Not so much. Is it something I'll do if I have to for now? Yes. And that is why when I said I would walk to Publix if I had to, I wouldn't mind. Because it isn't that far. Really, it's less than a mile. I think I can handle that. I walked Disney World. I can handle this. It's not at 2 o'clock on a sunny, hot day. That might be a little bit much. So this here is the mighty 429. This is the road that will take you all the way north and all the way south, right next to Tampa area. And it looks like somebody sleeps here at night. But yeah, honestly, overall, this walk wasn't bad at all. Truthfully, it really wasn't. And honestly, it was kind of enjoyable to do this little bit of walk. Going up there. Now, when I do go back to get the car, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the backpack that Tiffany got me earlier for holiday, for Christmas, and go ahead and put my Zoji Rushi bottle into it. That way I have fresh water for then. That's what I'm going to do for then. Honestly, this was because I just wanted coffee to start the day. And I didn't get any coffee yet. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm just going to try a different coffee. And that's what I did. And it turned out to be a good thing. Let's get home. Because honestly, I got my exercise in. I'm ready to start the day fully. There's just something so weird about seeing your driveway with no car in it. Let's go in and see Tef. We just got home.
Hey.
Hi. Come here. But first, I am your Uber Eats driver. I did drink 3/4 of your drink, miss. Drink. Just try it. Is it better than Scooters?
Somehow, yeah. Kind of reminds me of Dunkin'.
Yeah. Come here. Look, she loves me so much that even all sweaty, she'll still hug me.
Yeah. God.
How is your back?
It hurts bad.
Still bad?
Yeah. But I got everything I needed to done. I did the laundry. I moved some of the furniture so I could vacuum. What the heck else was I doing? This is how fast I forget some things.
Hold on, I gotta reboot her.
Yeah, okay. I know I helped Lily with getting her coffee.
Oh my god, I pressed the reboot button and then she remembers something else.
No, there was something else I did before that. Oh, I made the bed.
Yeah, but I thought you made... No, you did make the bed while I was gone, okay. Honestly, I don't think I was gone that long, was I? No, seriously, it was a pretty short walk back.
Yeah, it was.
And it was actually pretty easy. It was 1.3 miles.
It gave me enough time to get everything I needed to.
Yeah, but you know what's funny? I feel like it was less walking than going to the actual back of the parking lot to the front entrance of, say, Hollywood.
I was a Magic Kingdom, to be honest.
Nah, honestly, it felt like that short of a freaking walk.
Yeah, I guess.
Alright, guys, I'm gonna go ahead, wipe off my forehead, get some Cheerios, or as Tibby calls them over there, oats. I saw your message, and then we can go from there on what the heck we're gonna do. Because honestly, I have no freaking clue.
I don't either. I really don't.
But I am gonna try to do something. Not drive a pretty girl crazy. Yeah. Not of you. At least when I have a car, I can escape it, or I can just drop you off as well and let you escape. See, it goes both ways.
I kind of actually did want to go out, but I know I can't.
Yeah, you can.
I have to walk it.
How far is it to Target?
I don't think it wants to give you.
1.5 miles. So actually,
yeah, it takes about 35 minutes to walk that.
Is that how long it took me to walk mine?
I don't know.
because mine is about the same distance.
Yeah.
Alright guys, let's go ahead, let's relax, let's have some Cheerios, and then we can figure out what's next. And no, she is not going to go for a 1.5 mile walk right now.
Not.
Because now you're actually getting to the hotter point in the day.
Yeah, and it looks like we're gonna get some rain soon.
Anyway, it needs the compressor, the condenser, and the reservoir tank is leaking coolant.
You said the reservoir tank is leaking coolant?
Yeah, where there's a nipple on there. It's bubbling out from that little nipple where it's cracked. It has a crack on it.
Alright, what are we looking at as far as the cost?
2113 out the door. I can have it ready today.
$2,113.
Yeah, compressor, condenser, expansion valve, freon, oil, O-rings, coolant, freon, and the reservoir tank. It's all included.
Is there a way we can get it down to $2,000?
Let me see here. I'm sure. Let me talk to the vendor and see if I get a little discount. And I'm sure we could do it if you want to do it. Yeah. Are you okay with $2,000?
Yeah, I'm good with $2,000 if you can get it there.
I'll talk to the guys. I'm sure we'll be able to do something. All right.
All right, awesome, man. Thank you.
I have it ready today.
All right, perfect.
Thanks. Bye.
That's a lot of stuff wrong.
That is.
I didn't realize it was that bad.
Man. Well, our car is getting old. But dang, just to get the AC running again, it takes all of that?
All right, so yeah, we gave the approval for the repair as long as he can get it to 2K. Honestly, when it was at $21.13, I was like, I know it's $113 off, but come on, it's a lot of money. So maybe we can get a discount. So hopefully that will work. Honestly, I'm at the point, and I know it sounds really stupid, okay? Where that, yeah, come me getting a job and being employed for a year, I want to go ahead and look to maybe just buying another car. Maybe even like a certified pre-owned vehicle. Because at least then you get extra warranty coverage, you get all kinds of bonuses like that. And they're at most like 1 to 2 years old. And they don't have that many miles on them. That could actually work in our favor because new car prices are absurdly high. We went and we looked at Honda Civics. It was ridiculous. It really was. And yeah, the Mustangs, they look fun and all. But I want a proper 4-seater. Not a 2-seater where you can get some golf clubs in the back if you're lucky. Now I know, yeah, you can try to bunch up Lily in the back and get her in there, but still, it's not the right thing. Besides, at Tiffany's Cafe, I went ahead and ordered a nice homemade lemonade and a wonderful salad. And the service is great at Tiffany's Cafe. She makes the best stuff. So, there is one great advantage that when you go to Tiffany's Cafe and Restaurant, you can get a beautiful girl to sit on you. You can hug on them. You can kiss them. And they bring the food right to your table.
Okay.
I love Tiffany's Cafe and Restaurant.
I'm sure you do.
Yes,
so does
I
Lily.
do. And you know what the best part is? She'll just take your drink and drink it herself.
Mm-hmm. I got her some chicken soup with a grilled cheese.
Okay.
She's so happy now.
Honestly,
She's sitting there watching Back to the Future.
I'm just hoping the car will be ready today.
I know. I am too.
If it is, that'll be great. If not, we'll figure it out.
It'd be pretty crappy. I'm gonna pick it up.
At
it starts raining.
5:50?
Yeah, like during the rainy time. That'd be really horrible.
Honestly, like if it got to the point where it was like 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, I would consider just going the next day and picking it up
No.
in the morning.
No.
Why?
Because they're not liable if anything happens to your car. When
Oh,
it's
that is true.
there.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna walk for it.
Huh, man. We?
Well, I can if you want with you.
No, it's alright. What is this?
It's cheese ramen in soup. Got this a while ago at Loette's, and we have to eat it before it goes bad.
When does it expire?
August.
Of this year?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm surprised.
So am I.
Because a lot of these, they actually can go all the way into the next year and beyond.
Yeah. It's definitely interesting. I really don't know much to say about it, but yeah, I don't think she was going to eat this, so I decided just to make it real quick to give it a try and probably throw it away afterwards. And I'm kind of glad I didn't give it to her because it's spicy.
Alright, let's go ahead and try it.
It's hot, right? I'm not very good at this.
Ah, you're burning me!
Yeah! There we go.
You know what? Oh my god, that is too close to the edge.
Yeah. It's hot.
You know what? This isn't the first time I've been to a restaurant where I was burned.
Okay.
But this is the first time I've been to a restaurant where the server feeds you the food. That's a new concept.
Okay.
I like it.
What do you think of this, though? I've already taken a bite.
It does have a really nice kick to it, but overall, it's not horrible.
I was surprised. I thought it would be... There's some kind of soup base before you add the cheese powder.
Okay.
So I'm not sure exactly fully what's in this.
See, I don't really taste a powder for the cheese like you do on some other stuff, like a Cheeto and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's really dissolved into the water nicely, into the broth.
Yeah, see, there's a powdered soup mix. There's a lot of stuff in here. Honestly, at the very bottom, yeah.
Cancer and reproductive harm.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's everything that comes
Exactly.
out of California or is sold in it. They have to have that label. In fact, your iPhone is cancer and reproductive harm to a degree. That's why they tell you not to put your laptop or your phone over your lower portion of the body.
Yeah, this actually, apparently, it comes from Korea.
Really?
Yeah, product of Korea.
Cool. Here's the best part of Tiffany Cafe and Restaurant. At the end of your meal, when it's dessert time, the server will come back around and even give you your dessert.
You have a big smile on your face. Alright. I'm tired. These things are good though.
You know what?
Chocolate orange covered pecans.
Listen, the service here is so good, I will tip you $5.
Oh my god!
There we go. Service with a smile. Alright guys, let's go ahead and eat, enjoy, and then wait for the car to get finished. Hopefully by the end of today. We shall see. And you see, that's the fun thing about being with Tiffany. You gotta have fun with your partner. You gotta have that great time, that great experience. And just have fun together too. After all, if you can't have fun with your partner like this, what's the point of being in a relationship at all? Really? That's why I love her so much. Because we can just chill and just play with each other and have fun. And what you see on camera is just a little bit of it. But guys, let's go ahead, enjoy your snack, and then go ahead and get the car later. Hopefully. I really want to. Because I miss having a driveway with a car actually in it. It's weird without it. And I also hate the idea like not having a motor vehicle or transportation to get away from the house too, and she does too. Because you want to. It's the weirdest feeling. When she's laying down and about to go to sleep. If any of you have an Apple device, you can mute the TV. and your speakers and your phone in 3, 2, 1. Hey Siri, turn off the lights in Ryan's room. There we go. Okay, so Tiffany is gonna go ahead and lay down. I'm gonna turn off the TV and just play on the PlayStation and put headphones on. Here we see the elusive Tiffany awake.
I think I have a migraine.
Really?
Yeah,
I'm really sorry, baby.
that's fine. The lights were hurting my eyes.
Well, we can keep the lights off and keep the noise down.
Hi, Ryan?
Yes.
Yes, the car's ready, bud.
Oh, sweet. And
All right, we're here till 5.
what was that?
So we're here till 5 p.m.
Okay, and what is the total?
$2,000.09.
All right, that's cool. Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay, so good news. The car is ready. It is time to go ahead. Get the car. Let's get going. All right, Lil, I got some news. I have to leave on a harrowing journey of 2 miles, nearly, to go get the blue car. It's fixed. Do you want to come with and walk with me? Or do you want to stay here and play on your iPad?
Say hey, my iPad.
You don't want to go for a walk on the highway with Daddy?
No, hey, $2.
Alright, as of leaving the complex, it is 3:21. Let's see what time it is when we get there. Well, we're actually on our walk over. Just right back there. For a while, it used to be a UCP office. They used to have a UCP school over there, just back there. But we'll see where the new location is after we get over the 429 bridge. And here we are at the 429 overpass. Busy that road gets. So for quite a while of Lily's life, she actually went to a school called UCP, United Cerebral Palsy. And basically, it was a school for special needs children where they could go get all their therapy needs and also get classroom instruction as well. And in fact, they even have a high school over in Orlando as well, but they do not provide bus transportation. And they also get funding from different organizations through donations and the government as well. So they do have to follow OCPS regulations. Now, before they got their brand new campus, originally, back in the day, they were actually over in the Bravo Shopping Center on Dillard Street. Then they moved over there where I just showed you. And now they have this new beautiful building. Let me show you. Yeah. It is pretty darn nice. So we didn't have a lot of money back then, so we had to either do a $100 donation per child or 10 hours of community service. Well, we did the community service for them, which was really awesome. And part of that was also doing something called the gala, which is where basically, don't want to get hit here, a bunch of people from companies go ahead, donate money to the school, and that's how they go ahead and get some of their funding. We're talking like $5,000, $10,000 a table for a dinner. The one time that we went, okay, they actually had a couple of guest people. One of them was Cheryl Hines from, what was that show? Oh God, I forgot what the actual name of it was. But the other one was Dan Aykroyd. He wasn't exactly nice backstage, trust me. He was one of those where I don't want the kids to come up to me. I don't want to talk to them. I want to be left alone. So it was kind of awkward hearing that, especially from someone that grew up with Ghostbusters and idolized them and would have loved to just say hi. Didn't get to though. I gotta admit, this is the only part that I do not like of this journey on this side. So on the other side, they do actually have sidewalk, not on this side. 340, and we are reaching the intersection of Daniels and Colonial and Dillard. Not too bad. We actually did good. All right, so just past the Tri-City Center here is where we're gonna go ahead and go to pick up the car. And by the way, I keep looking behind me just to make sure there are no cars coming up. I still think it's weird, a Subway with a drive-through. Wow. Here we go, Florida Auto Repairs. So yeah, this is
that one goes right between the bumper and the radiator. Then we gotta use a machine too. You even took the lights off, see?
That's just ridiculous, all that has to be done.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem. Look at that. Look at the bumper.
Also, I'm surprised you guys got it done so quickly too.
Yeah, he started working on it, and then we don't, take them a part of the car.
Alright, so that right there we already knew about. They did have to go ahead, take off the front bumper as you saw in the video, which was really cool of them to show us. And they also had to remove the headlamps too during that procedure. That is just crazy, all the amount of work they had to do. So first things first, getting in the car, you know a mechanic was in here, and the reason why I can say that, and not in a negative way, but that the seat is fully reclined backwards, and it's also pushed upwards. Now, the moment of truth. AC is on. And we are blowing cold. And right now it's 102 degrees outside. And yeah, it's cooling down real nicely. What's nice too is that there is a lifetime warranty on the compressor, okay? On the warranty, additionally, let's just say that after a year goes by, then all I pay is just labor. But within the first year, then the labor is included in the warranty, so that's good. Okay, so here's the deal, okay? 2009 cents, okay? Air conditioning service included in test, in charge AC, check AC belt for wear, adjusted belt tension, evac and refill with R134A Freon, check system for leaks, $3.99. Removed and replaced coolant reservoir, $72.50. Remove and replace AC compressor, $174. Labor and replace AC condenser, okay, $333.50. Now, the parts, okay? Coolant reservoir, $83.08. Antifreeze, because they had to put more antifreeze back in, of course. $29.95. Ouch. Because I can go to like anywhere and get antifreeze for like $10. But you gotta get it here when they're doing the service. That way that they actually cover everything. Because they know exactly what they're putting into the car. And I get that. Compressor kit. $785. Wow. Yeah, so then it came to services, $979.99. Parts, $898.03. Subtotal, $1,878.02. State tax, $122.07. And then the grand total, of course, $2,000.09. And like I said, originally they wanted to go ahead and do $2,136, as I showed you on the camera. I asked, could we get to $2,000? And they could within reason. So that was awesome. And also, their card information for their business will be in the description. Because honestly, this has been amazing. And not to mention, the car, as I'm sitting here, is cooling down really nicely. So I am more than happy. But what I'm going to be even happier doing is getting home to a beautiful girl. Truthfully, today has just been a great day in the way. Because we got a lot accomplished. And this has been something that we've been wanting to get done. We've been trying to pinch and squeeze and get every dollar we could. And then finally, we could get it done. And honestly, it's so freaking good. Not just for Lily, but also for when I'm actually going to a job assignment at a school. Because truthfully, I don't want to go to a job assignment at a school smelling like swamp gas and being asked to be taken seriously. I want to actually be taken seriously right off the bat. Smelling professional, smelling decent. Not like I rode in on a bicycle over from the other side of town. But let's go ahead, let's get it home, and then we can talk to Tiff.
Well, I would if you unlock it.
Alright, we got our Uber passenger.
Okay.
So ma'am, where am I taking you again?
Wow, it's nice to have you see again.
Ma'am, where am I taking you?
Can't believe I ran all the way up here just for somebody to let you in right when I get up here.
Yeah, I know, you're that slow.
Here.
But at least you're cute.
I'm tired.
Let's go home. Let's relax. Let's kiss a beautiful girl. But first, at least we got a cute Uber passenger.
Okay.
Crap, I'm not supposed to call her cute.
Okay. Oh, I forgot to bring that in. I'm tired. Are we gonna leave or are you just gonna sit there smiling?
And as we get ready to close on the end of the day, it looks like we might be getting a storm tonight. We shall see. Alright guys, it is now 6:56 and honestly it is time to go and end the day. Start editing this video and get a shower, relax with a beautiful girl. But honestly today was a great day. We started by taking the car over to Florida Auto Repair on Dillard Street. Got that taken care of. And they came in at a great price. And were able to work with us further. Which made things a lot better. And truthfully, I couldn't have asked for a better experience. The mechanics, the office staff, all amazing over there. Then we had a walk home. Greeted by a beautiful girl. And then she went ahead, did some video clips of her own. And then we went ahead and walked back over there. And then experienced a nice cold AC of a car. Something we haven't done in quite a little bit. And then we went ahead and had a nice wonderful dinner with Tiff and with Lo. The spaghetti pasta was so freaking good. I'm very happy with that. And those Target breadsticks are still so good. But now, it is time to go and get ready to end the day. But not before. I mentioned, yes, July 6th. Okay? That is when the riverboat and Tom Sawyer Island are going to be closing down. And then the day after, no more. That's right, no more. Now, I've heard that there could be like a little moat type thing around the new Cars expansion. But we'll see how wide that actually is. But overall, it was a great day. And I thank every one of you for being with. But truthfully, it is now time that I go ahead and just relax with a wonderful girl, edit this video, and then get some sleep. Good night, everyone. And whether you're from the YouTube community, the Reddit community, wherever, the Facebook family, thank you. Because we're all one family. Have a good night.
But I know we won't give this out.